a creamy celery orzo pasta and some broccoli, steamed broccoli with cheese, and a couple of pieces of garlic bread. So come on in and enjoy my cooking. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's get this thing started. Gotta get it started, y'all. Y'all ready? Okay. Here it is, y'all. Here it is. Smothered pork chops and gravy. These are thin chops. But, you know, that's what was on sale, so. And I have a creamy celery orzo pasta. I added a can of cream of celery soup in this one. And just some steamed broccoli and cheese, along with some garlic bread. Dinner. So I got my meat clean, patting it dry, and I'm gonna put mustard on each chop. And then I'm gonna rub all that goodness in. Rub the meat together. I want it seasoned, y'all. This is what I do. Say I beat it up, whatever, but I make sure it's coated. I want it coated really good. So I'm gonna get it laid back down here. And now I'm gonna add some seasonings to it. Some garlic and herb all over. Complete seasoning. Same thing all over. And this all-purpose season, by Tabitha Brown. Only thing I will say, I don't think it's an all-purpose seasoning for me. Not for me. I think the mango and pineapple together is kind of overpowering. So again, for me, it's not an all-purpose season, because it depends on what you use it for, but not all-purpose. Definitely not all-purpose. So I'm getting my onion cut up. That's going into my gravy. Just getting it cut up right now. A head start, y'all, a head start. You know, I like to pull my stuff apart. I'm starting with the pasta now. I'm gonna salt my water. It's boiling. That's when I salt it. Orzo pasta. I love this pasta. So it's going in. I think I'm gonna boil this for about 9-10 minutes. Yeah, I think so. Give it a quick stir. Once it come back to a boil, that's when I start counting my time. Get ready to put the chops in. I got the same seasoning in my flour batter. Again, these chops are so thin. I'm probably gonna fry them for about 5 minutes, because they also gonna be smothered in the gravy. 5 minutes, y'all. They thin. You don't wanna make them dry, so I'm not gonna cook them that long. And I want them to be able to suck up the goodness of the gravy. That's enough. Y'all see it. They thin. They thin. Like I said, 5 minutes. That's good enough. I'm gonna fry 4. I got 4 chops. I think I'm gonna leave 1 out. I'm not gonna smother 1. Rinsing my pasta off. Quick rinse, quick rinse. I'm gonna wash that pot out, because I'm gonna use the same pot. Yeah, good rinse, y'all. Get that starch off of there. using chicken stock now. Again, I'm using that same pot. Adding my chicken stock in. Unsalted, as you can see, unsalted chicken stock. It's gonna be creamy. I'm gonna make it creamy with this cream of celery soup. This is good all by itself, y'all. Yeah. It's a maybe it's an acquired taste, but yeah, I like it. I normally would use cream of chicken, but I decided to change it and use cream of celery tonight. And I'm gonna add in my Orzo pasta. Get that all in. And it's gonna thicken up with the pasta, the cream of celery soup. I'm gonna just add in some salt and pepper to this. I'm not gonna do too much. And some cheese. Yeah, I'm gonna add some cheese to this. Just let it get thick and creamy. Because the pasta will absorb, that broth. And then it'll get dried out. You don't want it dried out. So, well, I don't. So I want it creamy. It's gonna get thick, y'all. It's gonna get thicker. Just keep stirring it. I'm gonna cut it down on low. Cause it's done. I just want it to get thicker. My sauce to get creamy. So I'm adding some grease back into the skillet. I drained it, but I'm adding a little bit back in so I can grill my onions. I got too much in there, so I'm gonna pull some out. So I'm gonna put my onions in now. I cook my onions a little bit, and then I add the flour, a little bit. Stir, cook, and I add some more, That's just the way I do it, so it won't get clumpy, and it will cook evenly for me. This is how I do it. So just a little bit at a time, as opposed to pouring it all in at once. I just a little bit stir, a little bit stir, and let it cook, And this is something that'll get thick too. I'm gonna add some chicken stock to it. The flour's gonna get thick with the chicken stock, and that's gonna make the gravy magic. Yeah. Again, a little more. This works for me. So at first, when I first started making my gravy, I poured it all in, the flour. And it was too thick and, oh, no. This works for me. A little bit at a time, let it cook. And once you get all what you're going to add in, and let it cook, you will know, because your onions will tell you. Well, for me, I know when to add in my stock. And I add in my stock a little bit at a time as well, let it get thick. Because it's going to get thick. And I cut my eye down. So it's going to cook slowly. And it's going to get brown. So now I'm going to add in those chops. I'm only going to put in 3. I got 4. I'm going to leave 1 out. The hubby sometimes he don't want it in the gravy. So I'll leave 1 out just in case this today he don't want it. Yeah, I eat it. No problem. I can eat it with the gravy or without, so it's definitely not going to waste. Start the broccoli, and I just steamed this broccoli, y'all. That's it. Some complete seasoning, and some garlic and herb seasoning, and some cheese. And I'm going to put the lid back on it and let the cheese melt. The heat gonna melt the cheese. The lid is gonna steam it all together. Melt it. It's gonna be pretty. Y'all seen it in the beginning. Yeah. Simple. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. And I'm done. Let's take another look at the finished product. Those chops, the creamy celery Orzo pasta, because I use cream of celery soup in there, so I say celery. Broccoli with cheese, and I end up cutting off the garlic bread, but that's it. Dinner, and then dinner.